So today's challenge is the GRA challenge. It's around the Silverstone GP circuit, so home of the British Grand Prix. It's in a BMW M3 E30 Group A car. The car itself is quite a nice car to drive, and I was able to get bronze and silver quite quickly with it. However, getting gold was a bit more tricky, and I started to overdrive the car, and that was losing me quite a lot of time. I also made several setup changes, and eventually I kind of put myself down the wrong route with that, and that's really a good lesson for everyone, is don't make so many setup changes until you're really familiar with the car and the track, because if you are overdriving one corner, for example, you might overheat your tyres, and you might think, wow, well, I'll go and change my tyre pressure, but actually that's just because you've overdriven that last corner. Same with oversteer and understeer. You might get oversteer because you've heated up the tyres too much, and again, you're making changes then to stop the oversteer. But actually, that wasn't really the issue. The setup wasn't the issue. So always be careful making changes until you're really comfortable with the car and the track combination. It's a manual gearbox today that I'll be driving as well. I'm not going to try and do anything clever like heel and toe. I can and have done it in the past. It is a tricky technique to learn, and I'm thinking that most people that are watching this video are probably newer to sim racings and want to learn some of the basics and get the most out of a track and car combination. So I haven't gone into that in this video. In fact, I haven't even done it to see whether we can achieve the time without heel and toe. It probably would have been slightly faster. The peak power of this car was more at the higher end of the RPM, which does lend to heel and toe work. And then, in essence, what you're trying to do with heel and toe is keep the revs up to keep that peak torque as you're going through the corner. As I said, it is tricky. Thanks for watching, and let's get into the lap. As I always say, make sure you get a good exit from the last corner down the main straight. In Silverstone, it's not that long really, but it's still important. You're looking for your braking point then going into the first corner, which is just at the start of that little green curve in on the left hand side. Then into the right hand corner, scrubbing speed off as you go through it, into the left hand corner, it's flat out through there. Get the car balanced now and brake in a straight line into the next right hand corner. Get the car as far to the right as you can for the next left hand corner coming up. Flick it down into first now. You've got to get a good exit out of this corner into the next straight. To the outside of the track here for this gentle left hand corner. It's flat out through here. You need to maximise the track on entry and exit. Up through the gears, making sure you're looking into the distance for your next braking point and the next apex. You can see our braking point now. It's just as our last Assetto Corsa flag goes out to our peripheral vision. Fighting with oversteer through that corner. Got it back under control and well balanced into the next corner. I take a double apex through that corner. There are different lines you can take. Depends on the car, depends on the handling at that time. Gentle right hand bend onto the old main straight, using as much of the inside track as I dared. Now looking for your reference points for cops, which is just where the tarmac changes colour. Now, get it down into fourth on a straight line, now turn it into the corner. To mid apex corner, you want to use your speed to scrub out towards the edge of the track. Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now, the top gear. Delicate now with the steering inputs. Use as much of the curb as you can to straight line there as much as possible. Scrub off from speed and get down into third. Need to have a good exit through this next corner. Use as much curb as possible. Don't even think about lifting off the accelerator. We're now onto the hanger straight. Again, looking ahead for your braking points and your references. Just see the corner now. You're always looking that far ahead, looking for your references. Braking at the corner marking board, getting it down into third gear for a late apex and making sure you get a good exit. We're nearly there now, looking ahead now for your next braking point, which is just where that corner marker is again. Into the left hand corner of Vale, which is a second gear corner. Get right up to that sausage curb, but don't touch it. Feather the throttle through the beginning part of club, and then you should be flat out through the rest of it. Nearly 8/10 up to my best lap at this point, but I did lose time through cops. I broke too early and slowed the car down too much and didn't recover the speed. A 2:21.499 gold achievement. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment on my video, and any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Have a good day.